That should be good. Okay, I think I did the right thing. And I'm starting to get text right now. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. Now, watch how good I am, you guys. Are you ready? The first thing I'm going to do is put my name on my paper. Oh, and we're going landscape again today. There's my name, and I can't find my little marker for the date. And I woke up and thought it was the 27th. It's the 26th. And here's a real big problem I have is when I'm not teaching, like in the summertime, I forget what day of the week it is. I forget what day it is. So this is really good for me as well. All right. So here we go. In the middle of your paper, we're going to start. And I always do this. And you guys who know me, who take the class, know that I like to get things centered right away. We're going to draw the most perfect, unperfect circle, however it turns out. And I'm going to put a little rectangle in it. Okay? This is going to be the saber-toothed nose. Now, you guys don't have to color it in yet. I always color it in, just so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so there we go. Now we're going to do 3 equal lines. One here, so it looks like a popsicle. And then 2, same size, diagonal lines right there and right there. Right now, it does not look like a saber tooth at all. Things are about to change. Now, I saw the movie Ice Age. I don't know if you guys ever saw it. I told you that was your homework assignment. You should go see it. And there's a saber-tooth tiger in there who's kind of mean at first, but then they start figuring out what it is to be friends and how we can be different and still be friends. And he ended up being one of my favorite characters. Now, we've got this small circle here. We're going to make 2 medium circles. Now, remember how I do this? I've got 1 point here. I'm going to try to map out my circle a little bit by just drawing dots. And instead of trying to make the whole circle at once, I'm just going to kind of connect the dots and make a circle there. Okay, now, like Jason taught us with the oops, we're going to get some of those because I promise you this circle and this circle will not be the same size even though I want them to be. Let's try it and see. I'm super nervous right now. Look how my hand's shaking. That's how nervous I am to make a bad circle. Oh, got it. Okay, here we go. Pause it around. And didn't do it. Not only didn't I do it, I crossed lines there. That one's super big, that one's small. But guess what? It's going to be okay. Don't worry about the mistakes. Don't start erasing. You know how I always rip the erasers off the pencils in art class? Rip your eraser off. Mistakes are the best thing in the world that turns into great art. Then inside, I'm going to make little eyes like this. Now, you know, if you want to, you can make the fun cartoony eyes. You do what you want to do. But I wanted my saber tooth to look like this today. And I just ran out of coffee. So if I start getting really grouchy, you know why. Okay, hopefully everyone's up to speed. And from right here, we're going to make a curved line like that with the little triangle. That's going to be, I don't think they had whiskers. I don't even know what they're called. It's the side of the face. And we're going to do the exact same thing over there. Remember we talked about symmetrical, where it's the same on both sides? That's what we're shooting for right now. We're trying to make this symmetrical. All right. And now look at the nose. Right above the nose, okay, in between the eyes, I'm going to put a dot right there. And I'm leaving some space because I'm going to draw ears on both sides. But that's going to be the middle part of my head. And again, the reason I do that is so I know I get a nice line. And we're going to draw the top of the head right now. I'm going to start here. and bring this line curved over there. And then I'm going to bring this line and curve it down there. And I did pretty good. I came pretty close. Hey, it's starting to look like the Lorax right now, but it's not. Okay. So we've got that part going on. I'm going to wait a second, get you guys a chance to catch up. Maybe some of you guys are working on eyes. I'll show you a piece of artwork that I've been working on a little bit. I call this one Duck Soup. Yep. Okay, now let's do a few triangles in here to make it look like a tiger. And I'm just going to work my way around. I don't care what size they are. But watch this. They're all going to be pointing right at the nose. And the way I do that is I can just kind of move my paper around. The one in the middle may be bigger. But try to have the point going right at the nose. And that way they're all kind of look the same. Okay, so you guys do that. I'm going to color these guys in while you're doing your triangles. And that way, I'm not going too far ahead. In the middle school art class yesterday, we were studying Rene Magritte. And so we did Big Nate, who I'd never heard of. So if you guys want to join the middle school class at 2, you're welcome to. Even though it's for bigger kids, you know I like having you guys around whenever I can. We do a little more art history in that though. Like we actually study Rene Magritte and some of the fun stuff that happened in his life. I think this is a true story, but when he was a little kid, a hot air balloon fell on his house. So he has a lot of pictures of hot air balloons in his artwork. I think that's true. And I know a lot of you guys are like, Mr. You're always lying. Not always. A lot of the time, not always. All right, let's do some ears. I'm going to do one ear right there. And another ear right there. I'm going to try to make them as much or as close as possible as I can. And this line right here, the easy thing about ears is always just do the exact same line inside. Okay? You guys are doing that. I'm going to color in here. I know it looks like I'm scribbling, but that's just because I'm trying to not fall too far behind you guys. And I leave a little bit of white in there just to make it more interesting. I might leave a lot of white in this one. Who knows? The good thing about that is you can always go back and color over it if you don't like it. But I like it. All right. So this guy's looking good. I'm going to give you guys about 30 seconds to catch up on that. I guess I could show you more stuff. Oh, I've got it. And my sister brought over a huge thing of books, but I'm not allowed to put those in our new library. I've got to give those back to her. All right, next lines. And remember, symmetrical. We're going to finish up the head. This one is going to be a little bit longer, like that. And they're pretty close. Not great, but pretty good. And then I'm going to make one more and stop. Okay. The reason I didn't make the bottom here is because we're doing a saber-toothed tiger, which means it has really, really, really long teeth or tusks. I don't know if they have tusks or not, but I also don't know what the purpose of them was. Like I've heard walrus use their tusks to pull themselves along the ice. I don't even know if that's true, but I don't know. I think having huge teeth like that would be a big problem. But I don't know. Woolly mammoths had them. But as we saw, woolly mammoths use theirs to make a swing for their kids. All right. So right here, watch what I do. I'm going to make a happy face right there. Well, that's a terrible happy face. So now I'm going to have to draw a crazy guy. You guys make yours however you want to. I was trying to go like really happy and the Sharpie got away from me. Oh my. But guess what? It's going to work. The big oops. And now I'm going to figure out how far my teeth are. I'm going to put a dot right underneath this eyeball. Bam. Put a dot right underneath this eyeball. Can you guys see the dots? Okay, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to use those dots for the point of my tooth. And the way I balanced them out was combine them with other dots. So now I'm going to do a triangle. I'm going to go right there and then bring it up. And then right there and bring it up. All right. Yeah, he looks totally uncomfortable with those big teeth. And I know you guys are thinking, well, Mystery, his head's so big, we're not going to be able to have a body. Wrong. I'm putting a body on this dude. He's going to be a little fat saber-toothed tiger. Which is good, because in the Ice Age, if you're really skinny, you're cold all the time. So this guy had it figured out. All right, so let's finish the mouth. Right there, and right there. And now let's draw the other teeth. I'm going to go down here, right there, right there, right there, and right there. Okay, and then I'm going to finish out his jaw, and I'm just going to go right along the bottom here. I'm going to stop when I get to the teeth because I don't want it to run through the teeth. And I'm going to bring it up here. So now we've got our saber-toothed tiger. And now we're going to draw the body. If you're already down on the ground and it has to go off, don't worry about that. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a line right down here and stop right when I get to the teeth. I'm going to try to do it the same on both sides. And now I've got this one plane right here, all stuck together. And I'm going to draw his first paw there and his next paw right there. Then I'm just going to bring it up a little bit on each side. And I already have this line here and this line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect them. So I'm going to run my pin here, stop there, bring it over, and connect it up there. He is lucky that he is a carnivore and he actually hunts prey because he would never get away from anybody with his little tiny legs and his big fat belly. He'd be in big trouble. All right, now I'm going to draw a line right here just to look like he's got a stomach. And these can be two different colors. I'll probably color this orange and this white. And these black. Okay, so you guys catch up. I'll color these in. And if you are frustrated ever about your artwork, ever, please take a picture of this and remember how bad this one is. And know that it's okay to make mistakes. Back feet. Make a letter C there and a backward C there. Now look, I didn't connect the lines. Okay, I left them open so I can draw his feet on those. Then some more paws. But they're higher than the paws we've already made because that gives the illusion they're behind. And we're good. I'm going to add some eyebrows here. It almost looks like he's cold now. Let's add a tail. And all I'm going to do here is bring a wiggly line out that way and put a top on it. Then I'm going to follow that exact same wiggly line. It's going to be thicker at the bottom. Add some more triangles. We've got that. Now, you guys do not have to do this, but if you remember when we studied Keith Haring, who we'll study eventually here, he used to do lines to create movement. I'm doing some lines here because it's the Ice Age, and I'm making him look like he's so cold. That's what you do not have to do that. All right. And normally, like in the past, let's look at some of these. We've done so many works of art, you guys. We've done a background, like these are our dinosaurs we did. We didn't do a background with our monsters yesterday. Well, let's see, I know we did some other ones. Oh, that was in the middle school class. That was another Magritte one. There's the woolly mammoth. So if you guys want to add a background, you can. I don't think I'm going to today. Maybe I'll add some snowflakes, which might be, no, I'm not going to because it's too many lines. All right, so I'm going to leave this here for a couple minutes, and I'm going to flip you guys around so I can see you and we can talk a little bit. And I think we're good to go. All right, I'm going to leave it right here for a sec. All right, I'm going to turn you guys around. I want to see what we have going.